Hello. Today is 20th of June. I've been posting regularly, enough, I suppose. And this reveal me, of course. And what was I thinking? There's a few things to go over today, by the way. Like, first of all, there's more of you than I realize. A very happy realization. Audio is working. And we have traffic, even very, very little traffic, even on our YouTube. So it's nice that some of you are coming along. See, like, I think 100 new subscribers, like 1.7. Maybe we're stuck for a while. And good, right? Little bit of views. So cheers for that. And it is morning. So hopefully my phone, hopefully my voice is not too morning voice. Let's go. And like one thing I have realized is it's best to react to the platform. Like, I think this works really well when you're just looking at it for the first time. Um, like yesterday, it took me 2, 3 tries. Hopefully, this one makes out and I don't say anything stupid midway. My only notes are be polite, no contempt of court. End of story. It shouldn't be hard, should it? But maybe I can edit these out. I don't know. It's just thinking out loud, all this fucking content creation and streaming or whatever at your own pace being the most important thing. So yeah, let's start with this by the way. Fucking hell. So you guys maxed out my Lambda, and the way I was collecting the logs maxed out far more earlier than I realized. So कल की वीडियो में this was 50, 60 या 40 के आसपास, तो that wasn't accurate. I think this is the more of a nice rolling window. And earlier I had capped कि like only top 50 cities वगैरह जहाँ पे traffic है दिखाओ. उसके बाद मैंने उसको बदल दिया है. Now I think everyone should be here. And boy, are we in for a treat. Like anywhere you go. And I, of course, fixed the fucking Zoom thingy. चंडीगढ़ वाले भी आ गए. Finally. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe they were already there. But this looks so pretty now, yeah. Like we are everywhere. And look at this. Hi to my friends in Japan. आप लोगों को IFS बनना है या IAS बनना है. And even in the UK, मेरे घर के पास. Wow. Sorry. This is far. I don't know by the way, maybe it's generalizing or something, but that's my city. And Camden, hippie Camden, Emirates. Anyway, zooming out. And funnily enough, this we have East Coast and West Coast traffic. Very little, like basically non-existent. But this is not Google bots though. I made sure कि like जो Google की जो indexing होती है, that is not included in our merging. But look at this. This is the West. Mera Bharat Mahan. And I think there was even someone from the islands. अभी नहीं दिख रहा है, but they were there. So I don't think I need to go over cities anymore. We have Uttar Pradesh loves us, Bihar loves us, West Bengal loves us, Jharkhand loves us. Very pleased with this though, because I feel like sometimes the services don't reach the right people. कि like यूज करो अच्छे से। एंड मुंबई दिल्ली में तो सारे कोचिंग पे चले ही जाते हैं यार। जो नॉन मेट्रोपॉलिटन होते हैं बेचारे वो ना, आई डोंट नो इफ दे गेट द बेस्ट ऑफ information diffusion to them. But needless to say, we have covered everywhere. And still not Leh though. I did text my friend, उसने खुद ने नहीं खोली, कमाल ही हो गया। Ladakh. I have this thing that you rotate ta-da, for good luck. Clockwise, of always. Since I have good luck, why not? Um, so that covers our traffic. Look at this. Nagaland, Kohima, Dimapur, Manipur, करनाल, पानीपत, रोहतक, जींद, गुड़गांव, गुरुग्राम किसे कहते हैं भाई? जयपुर, कोटा ऑफ कोर्स। इनको आईआईटी के अलावा टाइम मिल जाएगा? पढ़ लो थोड़ा पहले। एंड yeah, leave it here. That's good. Good to know. And let's go back. Hmm. What do we do? Okay, finally. Special briefing. Mr. Jaiswal, Vikram sir, Emmanuel Macron, prime ministers, and also like feel free to like mute me. Kyunki I clearly let me move this today. Let's not make yesterday's mistake. Um, because I speak and this is basically a read along. Definitely feel free to mute me and you know take it from there. Up to you. Let's see now. Wait, गया फ्रांस से डील यूके के साथ हो रही है। गए फ्रांस है। Sorry. This is cute. Mistral AI. This is on the rise. This is the only shot Europe has, by the way, at the moment, at least. I'm well aware. Portable nuclear reactors are रहे हैं यार इंडिया में. I think कि like there was some sort of, by portable I mean smaller scale ones, and they might start them from Vishakhapatnam. Did we discuss this? I don't know. And we also have our Indian submarine making base somewhere around here, I think. पता नहीं. This is very strategic, or of course, क्योंकि होगा तो नहीं देखो वो चाइना के साथ. We are, both countries are way too smart for anything to escalate, but this is a very critical choke point for us, for like South China Sea in traffic के लिए. But let's see. ओके, नॉट बैड। इसके बाद कहाँ जा रहे हैं मोदी जी, डू यू नो? पीएमओ ऑफिस में होगा, मे बी। एंड लेट्स ओपन द रैबिट होल ऑफ इंटरनल अफेयर्स। ओके, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन। व्हाट, ये तो हमारे हरियाणा के सीएम थे, ये कहाँ से आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे? छोड़ो। Ooh, he's the Union Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs. Promoted, I did not know this. स्टेट के सीएम से यूनियन मिनिस्टर। 350 मिलियन। I'm about to do geography later, in the sense ki like how we have explained constitution and current affairs. I feel like they are easy to read now. You get more out of them quickly. I will be doing geography later, today or tomorrow, I don't know. And that way you should be able to, you know, understand this, the vastness, length and breadth of our country. Hopefully, it's always tricky to organize the data in a way that it's, makes sense, that we can render it effectively on front end. Indore is very clean, by the way. That's what I've heard. Like, it's the cleanest city in India. कहीं पे जाके पढ़ने का मन करेगा इंडिया आने के बाद, छुट्टी वुट्टी लेके, तो यहाँ बैठ जाऊंगा मैं, because I think they might have some decent institutes if I want any guidance. Isn't this the same? एक सेकेंड, वीपीएन ऑन करो। इनकी वो क्या है, कोर्स क्या है? दो मिनिस्ट्री सेम चीज कह रही हैं क्या? द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर्स, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउसिंग एंड अर्बन अफेयर्स। ठीक है, इन्होंने दो बार रिलीज कर दी। ये है 19 जून 5 बजे, ये है 19 जून 9:30 बजे। अच्छा, ये क्या हो रहा है? व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस? जेमिनाई, व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस? खुल जा सिम सिम। आ जा यार, इतना क्या टाइम ले रही है? एक्चुअली वीपीएन, सॉरी, नो लॉन्गर नीडेड। हाँ, ओके, आ जाओ। Let's see. What? Wait, एक second. Let's take a seat back. Okay, so दो different उसकी हैं ये states की। Okay. Okay. So more normal, I suppose. It's not jump to क्या कहते हैं. Maybe Jharkhand does need to up its game. But 9:30 बजे press briefing is a bit. It's a lot. Hmm. मैप को क्या हो गया? नीति आयोग क्या कह रहा है ऑफ लेट? उनकी थोड़ी सी देख लें. India France ATL business and cooperations with school innovation labs. Okay. What's ATL methodology? एक second. Adult Tinkering Lab methodology is a signature pedagogical framework developed by AIM under Niti Aayog. Okay. पढ़ाने का तरीका. Engineering basically. हम क्या redesign कर रहे हैं इसमें? Hands-on do-it-yourself, design thinking framework, multidisciplinary team integration, acronyms. I won't go into much details, of course. So we are teaching, we're passing on the framework to them so like they can learn. Is that it? Okay, nice. Very bachelors of them. Who are the selected schools? This doesn't have search capability, so maybe it's not the best to find it. But this is so special, by the way. If it's actually true, right? कहाँ गया? Our education system is quite insane, by the way. Like जो मर्जी को हो, at least until schooling. Even bachelor's, I would say. I think it's क्या कहते हैं थोड़ा सा numbers ज़्यादा हैं हमारे पास and competition मुश्किल हो जाता है. But that does not mean कि education is not correct. TV, of course, of course. Hmm. This could be fun to look a bit more deeper into what kind of schools are getting these funding and amazing. Okay, good. We read this. We read this. It says yes. Vaguely remember. सारी चीजें तो नहीं याद रहती हैं लेकिन कुछ कुछ तो याद आ ही जाता है. Oh, randomize. Mhm, mhm. I read this somehow. Okay, not randomized. Defense. Defense. रक्षा मंत्री जी. ये कहाँ मंगोलिया से अपडेट आएंगे अभी देखो. चीते भालुओं के साथ खेलेंगे ये. The Indian Air Force is preparing to celebrate International Day of Yoga. I have a very, very close friend in the IAF. He flies the Su-30 and करेगा वो योगा. जिद्दी इंसान है. कर लेगा यार. But okay, Indian Air Force promoting fitness and well-being among its. This is such a massive deal, you see, कि like I think कोलकाता में भी 26 को या 21 को सेलिब्रेशन हो रही है. मोदी जी आ रहे हैं. ही इज इनॉग्रेटिंग समथिंग. आई थिंक देयर इज न्यू 3. There's a few things. So we're properly taking it up. Like it will be a massive deal. Keywords. We did this. We did this. Maybe I can do. कैसे अरेंज किया जाए इनको? Do I order them by ministry? फाइनेंस का देख लेते हैं. होम अफेयर्स का देख लेते हैं. तेल में क्या चल रहा है? एक रैंडम उठा लेते हैं कुछ. राज्यसभा. चलो. What is India Fingerprint Conference? Ooh, I know this. मम्मी के स्कूल में अंगूठा as she says, अंगूठा लगा के होती है ना, आ गए हो या नहीं आ गए हो. This has been around for ages, so like 10-15 years, maybe 10. Hmm. डेटा में तो हम पीछे नहीं है. देखो सीधी सी है बात. लोग ही इतने हैं तो डेटा तो हो गई. That brings with its own challenges, but we ace them and then the world can learn from us. Ooh, India's Vivek Agarwal. Who's this guy? Okay, this is really cool. ये जनाब कौन है? ये हमारे आईएएस हैं क्या? आहा! नाइस यार. This is after we summoned them after they shot at our sailors, and after which Trump was incredibly nice to Modi ji. Yeah, I'm sure that was the reason. शहर का नाम क्या है? दहेज? ये क्या बकवास है? रियली? इसको बदलो भाई। But you see, like, it's very the world is open to your, not to your feet, but it's really at your fingertips when you come on the platform. Like, आप कहीं भी जा सकते हैं। And मुझे पता है, at least for me, I'm learning more on the go, PIV पढ़ रहा हूँ। दोबारा शायद हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जाएँ। एंड अभी थोड़ा-सा और काम है, so I'm spending like 30-40 minutes on this. Maybe down the line 4 hours, 5 hours, who knows? Let's build it first. ओह! रेंडरिंग इश्यू, ये क्या हो रहा है? हो गया क्या? नहीं, ये क्या हो रहा है भाई? ओके, दोबारा भी हो रहा है ये। वन ऑफ, बग, स्क्रीनशॉट लूँ या जाने दूँ? जाने तो नहीं दूँगा। लेट्स सी, बाद में देखूँगा इसको क्या हो रहा है ये, क्यों हो रहा है ये? चलिए अभी के लिए छोड़ते हैं। सेंट्रल कंट्रोल तो सब करता है देखो है ना, स्टेट का सब, मतलब ये पकड़ो, ऐसे करना है, ऐसे टेक्नोलॉजी करनी है, ऐसे पढ़ाना है, दो एजुकेशन इज़ एक्चुअली अंडर स्टेट। So like maybe I'm really out of my depth. I'm not a bureaucrat or a diplomat, but and the soft power of the governor, like sorry this, but यहाँ आके देखें एक बार, like आप गवर्नर को देखो कि मतलब क्या-क्या होता है यार। सारा कुछ like constitutionally सब कुछ is governor is appointed by the president and इनके सिग्नेचर के बिना कुछ नहीं होगा। जो मर्ज़ी कर लो आप। कर लो जो लॉ बिल पास करने हैं। If he's like, I need a cent from the president and it will take 6 months, it will take 6 months. And unki local civil services are led by the governor. State Public Service Commission answers to the governor. Legislative Council is appointed, so he swears them in. देख रहे हो आप? And is appointed by Lokyukta. Oh no, wait, I don't know. Let's just make sure here. He's appointed by the president and can dissolve state, lead civil. Look at that appointment. Advocate General of the state, bhai. State ka highest law officer, if I'm not wrong. And must be appointed as a qualified to be appointed by the governor, must be citizen, tenure, function, independence. Right of audience. I think this means he can be present. Let me check. Would this position be the highest serving law, highest serving law what officer of that state? In a way, देखें देखें because judges so directly are controlled by the Supreme Court, no? Yes, the Advocate General is indeed the highest law officer of a state in India. The position is a constitutional office created under Article 165 of the Constitution of India. This I know. Option मिले CM बनोगे या गवर्नर बनोगे? Or maybe it's a stupid question, but to the right person, it is something. I'm really aligned. अगर कभी जिंदगी में मौका मिले तो I don't know if I'll ever reach that or I'll even want it, but this this position has a lot of soft power for around to be around bureaucracy, you know. And one thing India loves is bureaucracy. List of current governors of India लिखें. List of current of India and their backgrounds. Retired Judge of the Supreme Court, Andhra Pradesh. Retired IAS officer, अरुणाचल प्रदेश में लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल, बिहार में आर्मी, मिजोरम में आर्मी, वेटरन पॉलिटिशियंस भी हैं. तो मेजरली पॉलिटिकल है ना. व्हाट्स द स्प्लिट? व्हाट्स द स्प्लिट military to political to bureaucrats? Okay, here's an interesting question. If it knows this, do we know how this has evolved over the last 25 years? Okay. See, I told you, it's like you have a lot of soft power as a governor. And there's some very, very interesting laws as well, like what he can do. कि लाइक ये नहीं हो रहा तो ये कर लो, पहले मैं उसको बुलाऊँगा। ओके, इनके ऊपर पूछते हैं ना थोड़े से वो, लाइक दे वोंट आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन अराउंड अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ कोर्स, दैट्स जस्ट टू बेसिक। आई थिंक इट्स दे गो अराउंड दीस लाइन्स मोर कि लाइक नॉट लाइक एक्सप्लेन करो इस चीज़ को। Nothing in this article shall be deemed to transfer to the governor any functions conferred by by any existing law or on any other authority or prevent parliament। ओह! पढ़ना ही टेढ़ा काम है भाई, इंग्लिश में तो लिख दो। क्या रह गया? हो गया ना सब? कौन स पावर मैप देख रहे थे हम। वी कैन एंड इट हियर। 40 मिनट कौन ही देखेगा इसे? लो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सिविल एविएशन, पीएमओ, इसको यूज़ करते हैं ना एज़ ए थंबनेल, व्हाई नॉट? Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Maybe I can zoom a bit more. कैसे करें इसको? ऐसे? Or like this, with space. Simple screen. नहीं। Okay, works, right? Think that covers it for today. Quite pleased with to take it in the first go, no reduns, and I think it's more authentic that way. And have a lovely rest of your day, guys. Have fun. Let me do this. Bye.